Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience with working dogs. It's going to be just a little short video. Um, when I was in New Zealand a few years ago, I was with a group in college and we went on many different agriculture tours. And we went to a lot of sheep farms because the sheep are a really big commodity in New Zealand. So we would go to these farms and every single one of them had a few dogs. But you knew that these dogs were all working dogs. So you didn't mess with them or anything because they were there to work, right? So it's the same thing of when you see if you find a seeing dog and they're working and they're helping someone who is blind walk, then you don't touch them, right? Unless you ask because they're working. So when we saw these working dogs, and the farmers would show us how that they would herd the sheep, and it was really amazing because all they have to do is up, down, fast, up, and they would just say these words, and then the dog would immediately react. They would be running really fast, and then if they told them to stop, then they would stop, and then they just slowly wait. So it was really amazing to see them herd the sheep. And one thing that I found very interesting was that these dogs are basically like, if you compare them to us here in Wisconsin, farmers needing, say, a skid loader to feed their animals, that's basically like their skid loader. I mean, they put investment into these animals. So some of their animals can cost upwards, or the working dogs can cost upwards of $6,000, depending on how who you get them trained by, and maybe what breed they are, and whatnot. But I thought that was also very interesting because I think that it's kind of crazy to us to think about spending $6,000 on a dog, but when it's part of your equipment really that you're using, then it's an investment that you should make. So that is my little tidbit on working dogs.